What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Dapper Snapper Gaming channel, and welcome to a bit of a channel update. I have not done one of these in a very long time, and it's strange. I just never think to do these, but I probably should do them more often. But I just have several things that I wanted to discuss today, and I think just putting them all into one video is probably the most efficient way to do this. And so here we are. So I've got a few things that are coming down the pipeline that are going to be changing for the channel. Nothing too drastic, and I don't want to take anything away. We are only adding two, which is a good thing, right? So our goal, obviously, for the end of this year is 5,000 subs, and so I really think that we can do that. However, we need to be doing some things, at least I need to be doing some things, in order to make that a little bit more achievable. With that, I'm hoping to be able to start some new variety builds. I've done a couple on the channel and they did pretty well, where I build around a theme rather than a subclass. This would of course be in addition to our regular How Do I Want to Do This series. And so I'm wanting to start doing those once a month. With that, I want to announce something that I've been working on for a little while now and trying to get your feedback on. And that is YouTube memberships. I have kind of slept on doing something like that for a while, just because I see a lot of people who do them. It's really expensive and it's not really worth it in a lot of cases. And so I wanted to make sure that I was providing something that actually was of value, and I didn't want to charge like insane amounts for something like this. And so that's kind of what I've decided to do when it comes to this. So down below, you should, as of today, see the join button where you can actually become a member of the channel. This, of course, will support me and help me to be able to produce this type of content a little bit more regularly and to be able to add on even more things, such as shorts. Shorts are definitely coming down the pipeline, and I'm wanting to start putting those up somewhat regularly. I'm working on a better recording schedule for myself in order to get these videos out in a more efficient manner. So I want to talk about the different tiers in this membership program and just kind of what you would be getting for these types of things. And I have taken all of the prices that were suggested and I just brought them way down because I don't think that it's worth paying a ton of money for a lot of this stuff. But I think that what I'm providing is going to be of value enough to where each tier is worth it. So what are we going to get at each tier? The lowest tier, of course, the bronze tier, is going to include all of my write-ups that I have started kind of pitching to you all over the past few weeks in our monk series on How Do I Want to Do This. So you will have access to write-ups to not only these monks, but I am actively working on filling out all write-ups for all of my previous builds across all of the different classes. And so over the next few weeks, I will be adding more and more of those to fill in that backlog. And of course, every new video will have one of these as well. And so you will have access to all of those write-ups in order for you to be able to kind of follow along with my videos. And of course, those you can just keep forever. So even if you stop supporting in the future, totally fine. You will then still have access to whatever you have downloaded up until that point. And yeah, I'm totally cool with that. I want you to be able to have access to something to follow along with, just because sometimes in video form, it's a little bit difficult to keep up with and to really stay on the same page. And so I feel like this format has made it a lot easier, and it may make it a lot easier for you to be able to take what is in this video and actually apply it to a character sheet and play it in a campaign or one shot or whatever it is that you want to do. If you've been curious on a subclass that you have never played before, this gives you kind of a quick way to build one. And it's kind of an interesting way to do it as well. So that's kind of what I'm going for here, is to make that a little bit easier for you. In our silver tier, of course, you will retain everything that you got from before. So you'll still have those write-ups. And of course, you'll have the little badges next to your name as well, depending on how long you've been a member. You will then have access to early access to these videos. And so you will get them early, which is really, really nice. I'm working on how early I'm going to attempt to get this to where it is 1 day early, but it will be at least 12 hours early. That way you can watch the video a lot earlier than everybody else, which is great. And I'm going to be starting doing shout outs for all people who are in the silver tier or above. So there will be a new section in my videos at the very end, and where I will give specific shout outs to new people, and there will be a list for everyone who is currently a member of that tier or higher. So that'll be a great way to get your name shouted out right there. And I think that's a really, really cool thing. It's only $5 for that one. Of course, the website said to do $10 for that. I just didn't think it was worth it, so I did $5. And so I think that that is really, really cool. For the gold tier, of course, will include everything before this, and it will also include priority suggestions for those variety builds that I was talking about earlier. So I have created a special channel on my Discord server. Of course, you can join my Discord server whether you are a member or not down in the description, but this will give you access to a special channel on that where you can suggest different types of builds, and those of course will be considered over any others that are given through Discord, through comment section, through anything like that. That will be the way to get those to be the most visible to me. And so that is a great way to do that. Of course, you will also get priority interaction on Discord. I'm really good about being active on Discord. And so we can chat on there, we can do whatever. And so if you are on that gold tier and that is only $10, then that is going to give you kind of premier access to that kind of stuff. If you have any suggestions for anything else that you think would add value to any of those tiers, I would love to hear that in the comments section down below. The final thing that I want to talk about today in this update is, why are we going to memberships? What is the shift? Like what is going on? Well, my wife and I are actually pregnant right now, and so we are in the process of shifting our entire lives around at the moment and figuring out what it is that we need to do in order to be ready ourselves and how the channel fits into everything. There is not going to be a stop in the channel. We are going to continue putting out content just like we always do. Just things may change a little bit, and this way of supporting us is a really, really great way to help us to be able to work on this a little bit more and to be able to devote a little bit more time to it than we might have been able to before. So I really, really appreciate all of you who are considering doing this. Of course, it is by no means necessary. Just watching the videos, liking, commenting down below is more than enough. I just wanted to put this out there for those of you who wanted access to those, and just give you something that's really cool to have and to keep for forever. So of course, if you have any suggestions for this, if you have any questions, anything like that, the comments section is down below for you as always. And I would love to chat with all of you on there. Join the Discord if you haven't already. And of course, follow me on Twitter for any kind of other updates like that. Until next time, when we finish up talking about the Drunken Master Monk, I hope you guys have a great day. Hope you have a great week. Stay safe out there. Stay healthy. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.